If you're anything like me, you struggle with hooded eyes. Well, I'd like to show you a simple and natural way of disguising them. I'm going to show you a way to make your eyes look beautiful no matter your age or your skill level. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia, and if you're a returning viewer, it's really good to have you back. And if you're new here, welcome. Today's topic is hooded eyes. I struggle with hooded eyes, particularly recently as I have been unwell, and I thought it'd be a good idea to show you what I do to give this optical illusion of no hoods. And I'm specifically talking about this area of fat here. And what we're going to do is the simplest and easiest possible way that you can disguise your hooded eyes. There will be no elaborate penciling or eye makeup, just a simple way to give that optical illusion of bigger eyes. Before we start making up my eyes, it's probably worth me saying what I currently have on the rest of my face. I have some foundation today. I have e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I quite like it, but rarely use it. I also have Lord & Berry bronzer, and I have a Beauty Pie blusher, which is really nice. And on top of that, I have any primer. Just add a primer on the top of your eyes. I struggle with very greasy eyelids, so putting a primer on is a good base. For those eagle-eyed amongst you, you will notice that I do have what looks like eyeliner on my eyes. It is not eyeliner, it is eyeliner tattoo, and I had them done recently and I'm very pleased with them. And if you ever want a big tip for saving time, then I would suggest eyeliner tattoo. Little bit painful, but my goodness, it's worth the pain. What we're going to do is just make up one eye, and I'm going to use the simplest of tools. We're going to use a brush, but you can use your finger, and the other option is a little Q-tip. We're going to start with a very natural shade, just 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. So for instance, your bronzer would be a good place to start. And I'm going to use my old faithful Rimmel, and the shade we're going to use is this one here. So this is my old magnified blush edition, but use any natural shade. I've got a MAC one, and I've also got the NYX, but these are good shades to use with your hooded eyes. So let's start. I'm going to come in really close. While I think about it, I forgot to mention that I have got e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Absolutely love it. So onto the brush, tap it off, and you're going to hold the brush at the end. If I look at the mirror, you've got far less brow to work with. Go under, and then where your natural crease is, come above it. That's all you're going to do. We do not want to come beyond that tissue, because what happens is if it comes down just that little bit too far, then the eyes look like they're drooping even, and we don't want droopy. Over the last few weeks, I have noticed my eyes are looking really hoodie and baggy, and that's because I've been unwell. But this is all we're doing. As you can see, it's barely darker than my skin, and there is very little difference, but it will give that optical illusion. You want to make sure you keep a little bit between the brow and the top of the eyeshadow, because we're going to highlight that in a minute. I normally wear cream eyeshadow, but I know a lot of you wear powder, and I thought, you've seen me do cream, let's do powder, and that's why we're doing powder today. I don't know if you can see any difference. All I'm going to add at the top of my brow bone is a little bit of concealer. It is Maybelline's Eraser. Put it on the back of my hand, like so. And all I'm going to do is a little Q-tip. Which is so ridiculously subtle. I'm not even sure you can see anything, but I've got some Beauty Pie illuminator, which we're just going to put down into the corner. And that just, it sort of gives that pretty look. If you wanted to add it up there, by all means do. But so any highlighter, illuminator, or even the concealer, the light concealer, will do the trick. I just happen to like this Beauty Pie Illuminizer. When you have hooded eyes, like many of us do, giving the eyelashes a lovely lift and making them curly, but then they have a tendency to bat the hooded eyes. My favourite mascara is tubing mascara. It seems to work and it doesn't smudge. However, 2 weeks ago I used the MAC Stack, which is this one, which I really liked, so we're going to try it today. Now, we start in the middle, we do not go over to the corner there, and we do not go to the edge. So start in the middle, take off the excess, and then just prong it up. And the same with the lower lash. Now, I don't tend to use a lot on the lower lash, and if you don't like it, don't, but it just gives that, it just deflects from the hooded eyes, and that is it. I don't know if you can see the difference there. I've made the other eye up so you can see it as a matching pair, but it was a simple matte bronzer or eyeshadow powder, just a few shades lighter than your own skin, and that is it. I hope you can see a subtle difference, but that's all it's intended to be, just a subtle improvement to these hooded eyes. I thought you might find it useful as well, and I hope you did. And if you did, press the like button, and while you're at it, ding that bell, because when you ding the bell, it alerts you to content that we're uploading like this every single week. And subscribe, because when you subscribe, it lets the algorithm know we're doing something right. But in the meantime, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day, your morning, your weekend, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon. Thank you.